Basic calculator. Given as strings is called as representing a value expression, implement a basic calculator to evaluate it and return the result of the evaluation. Okay, so we are not allowed to use any Boolean function which evaluates strings as mathematical expressions such as eval function. Okay, so when we look at the examples and constraint, the operators is gonna be plus or minus, one of these, but we will have the left brackets and then right brackets like the, and then empty space. Okay, so 1 plus 1 we will got 2, right? So how we are gonna save this? Well, I will save this one to my result just 1. When we see plus, whenever I see the operators, if it is not minus, I can think if it's plus, right? And then when I see another again, and then I will just plus. Okay, 2, I will save that 2, and then minus, the sign is gonna be minus, and then 1. So 2 minus 1, 1, and then 2. 1 plus 2 equal 3, right? So if there is no left brackets and right brackets, we are simple, we only have to calculate, right? But if it is left and right, we need to clear our previous history values like sums and sign values, and then we will calculate this value, and then we need to continue the calculation with the outside of the brackets. Okay, to make the calculation, I will just save the sign value and then sum value as a variables, and then for this brackets I will create the stack data structure to save the previous values, previous calculations valued. Okay, let's do this. I will just create sign values just 1. That means it is always plus. If it is minus, I will just minus 1, and then I will multiply. For example, if it is 1, that means plus 1. If it is minus 1, I will multiply with minus 1. Okay, sign is 1. Okay, and then the another variable I will create is the sum, the one we will return. Okay, and then stack. In our stack, we'll just save the integer value, right? Stack new stack integer values. Okay, and then we will loop every element. Okay, integer I equals 0, I less than s dot length. That means we will go to the end of the strings. Okay, in the strings we will have a lot of characters, right? So this one is also character, this one is also character, everything is character. So I will, let me create another variable, it's called character, to take the current character values, and then I will check that character is integer or not. Okay, we have the Boolean function, it's called character is digit. That means we can know if it is integer values or not, right? So if it is a digit, for example, if it is digit, we will save to our sum values. Okay, so let's do this. Sometimes we can have like this 1 1 plus 1. Other time we will need to return 12, right? So we need to take 1, and then when until we reach non digit value. No, okay, when we reach to this empty space, it is not digit, right? So until we reach non-digit space, we have to loop to get this value. Okay, so if it is digit, okay, for example, the first time 1, if it is digit, I will just set variable equal 0, and then I will loop till I reach the non-digit value. Okay, I should be must be less than s dot length for the base case, right? Worst case. Okay, and now and then we will just check again is digit s dot I, right? So s dot I is characters, and then we will just add to our, if it is 1, we'll just add 1. 1 is coming to another again, and then we'll multiply with 10 plus, we will plus with that 1, right? So we have to cast from string to integer, right? Pass as this one is character, so I will just change to the string first. String character to string, and then we will change that string to our integer values, and then we'll plus with the previous values. Okay, so we got 11 I plus plus, right? So we got 11, and then when we reach the empty space, okay, we will stop, and then I minus minus 2, because I already went there, right? Okay, I minus minus, and then sum. In the sum, we will get our Olsen values, and then sum into, we have the sign value. Okay, and now we got the subsum, and then sign equal 1, just okay. And then we will have another case if it is not a digit. That means if it is left brackets or right brackets or minus. Okay, if it's correct, see this one, this char is being equal left brackets, this is being C, this one, if it is left brackets, what we are gonna do, okay, if we have, for example this one, okay, we have this 2 3, right? So 2 minus 3, we will get minus 1, right? For this case, when we looped, other time we have sum is 2, and then sign is when we see minus, we will have the sign is minus. Okay, so if I will just here, else if char equal if it is minus, right? If it is minus, what we are gonna do is sign sign equal sign into minus 1. So we will have minus 1, right? So sum is 2, and then sign is minus 1, and then when we see this open brackets, we need to clear everything, and then we need to restart that again. So to restart that again, we need to clear the previous values, right? So sign is gonna be 1, because we will just think, okay, this is gonna be plus 1, and then sum is gonna be 0. Okay, so before we clear that one, we need to push to our stack. For the first time, we will just push my sum value, and then sign value. Okay, we need to careful what we push first. When we need when we pop back, we will get the sign value, right? Okay, okay, and then we just push it. Okay, else if char equal if it is a close, okay, we just reached the end of this one, right? So we just got sum is 3, and then sign is, I think, plus. At the time, we will just know, okay, you done. So if it is done, we will just think, okay, now if it is 10, for example, now if it's 3, the sum is gonna be 3, right? But we have minus, so we will put like that, sum equals sum into what is that, pop, we will pop, right? Stack stack dot pop. At the time we will get, because less in, fast out, so we'll get sign back, right? So this one's gonna be -1, right? This one's gonna be 2. Okay, so we got -1. -1 into 3, so we got 3, right? So and then we'll just put them back, plus equal, as this is stack dot pop. When we pop 2, right? So this one's gonna be -3, and then when we popped, we got 2, right? 2 minus 3 equal what we got, -1, right? So we got what we want. Okay, so and then at the end we will return our sum. Okay, let's see. Okay, so cool. I'm gonna delete these cases. This is just okay. Cool. I'm gonna submit this one. I hope it works. Cool. So that's it. Thank you.